Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen and Sebastian Vettel threats assessed for 2019 F1 title. The Brit picked up his 5th career title, and his 4th in the last 5 seasons, at the Mexico Grand Prix last weekend to see off the challenge of Vettel. Though Mercedes have had the fastest car at less than half of the races this season, Hamilton's sensational performances, and the errors of Vettel and Ferrari, have seen him snap up another crown with 2 races to spare. Conversation has already turned to how many more wins Hamilton can accrue, having joined Juan Manuel Fangio on 5 with only record holder Michael Schumacher, with 7, ahead of him. Vettel himself even declared after Hamilton's 4th-placed finish in Mexico City sealed another triumph, "I mainly congratulated him and asked him to keep pushing for next year and said I'll do my best to fight him again." And BBC F1 pundit Gillian Palmer thinks Ferrari's signing of Charles Leclerc will elevate Vettel's drive, and believes Verstappen could also enter the fray. Potentially the most significant threat to Hamilton comes from the old enemy, Palmer. Charles Leclerc joins Ferrari, replacing Kimi Räikkönen, and he possesses huge talent. His signing should force Vettel to find another gear for next year. Leclerc will be hungry for success and nipping at the heels of the established drivers immediately, as he seeks to make his mark. For Ferrari it's exactly what they need if they are to topple Hamilton next year. A new, exciting driver to get in amongst the action. Leclerc's rookie season has been super impressive, including his drive to 7th on Sunday. If Leclerc can continue in that form, then he can pressure Vettel, or maybe even mount a championship challenge himself if Ferrari can provide the two of them with a car at least as good as this one. Palmer thinks that if Dutchman Verstappen, who won in Mexico, can iron out the wrinkles of his racing craft and be provided with a reliable car, then he can be a danger to Hamilton too. In terms of outright speed, he might be the closest to Hamilton, the former Renault driver added. His pace is ferocious, and if he can manage to consistently temper the aggression he showed earlier in the season, which too often got him into trouble, then he could be a serious threat to Hamilton. Verstappen showed how dangerous he can be in Mexico, dominating the entire weekend, albeit pipped to pole by teammate Daniel Ricciardo. It was about the only lap Ricciardo was quicker than Verstappen all weekend. Verstappen's race was also exemplary, defending well against Hamilton at the first corner before showing very strong pace, tire management and race management to cruise home to a comfortable win. The Red Bull car is his only obstacle to a championship bid for next year, particularly its engine. But with a switch from Renault to Honda next year, there is much optimism within the team. Honda have made great progress over the past few years and seem now to have a better engine than Renault. Related articles: Lewis Hamilton, Mercedes ace drops retirement and talks Schumacher aim after 5th title. The Mercedes star won the 5th title of his illustrious career last Sunday in Mexico with a 4th-placed finish, enough to mathematically ensure the championship, having battled with Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel for the crown. Only Michael Schumacher has more triumphs than Hamilton now, the iconic German having claimed 7, including 5 in a row for Ferrari. Hamilton has 2 years left in F1 on his current contract with the Silver Arrows, and given his incredible current form he could opt to stay on after that, even though he is due to turn 34 in January. The back-to-back world champion recently admitted to being inspired by Kimi Räikkönen, who will leave Ferrari at the end of the season to join Sauber and continue his career on the grid until at least the age of 41. But he also admitted he does not aim to race as long as the Finn, saying, "I'm really happy for Kimi, he gave me a lot of confidence." I won't go to his age. And opening up on his plans for the future as he hopes to catch Schumacher for titles, race wins and podium finishes, Hamilton insists he will only call it today once he loses his motivation and determination to race, or if his body begins to let up before then. If you could see how tough it was for us in the beginning, even this year, still fighting those obstacles and still coming stronger and stronger each year, I feel like I'm still driving with that fierce fire I had when I was 8 years old, he told reporters. So I'll keep going until that goes. Which I don't think is ever going to go, but my body will probably run out at some stage. I've still got things to achieve, still so many targets, so many things ahead. The way I have always approached it is to be really thankful for the ones you have. Whether I have the chance to win more, who knows? But I am going to give it everything to do so. I am here for a few more years, so I am hoping I can at least get close. BBC Sport F1 pundit Gillian Palmer does not expect age to have any major impact on Hamilton's performance in the years to come. Hamilton turns 34 in January. That is the sort of age at which drivers traditionally move towards the twilight of their careers, he wrote in reflecting on the Brits' title win in Mexico. Fernando Alonso is retiring at the end of the season at 37 years old, and Jenson Button was 36 when he retired at the end of 2016. Raikkonen bucks that trend, though, and his move to Sauber next year means he will still be driving at 41. With Hamilton's current form, it doesn't look as though age is any problem for him. In 2018, he's had his best year of his career to date. He's been unbelievably quick, decisive in his overtaking, and has made so few mistakes. Whether he can get to Schumacher's record of 7 world titles or even beyond will depend largely on his motivation, because his talent is unquestionable and his team are proven winners.